Hi friends, I'm in the kitchen this afternoon making those chive biscuits to go with the vegan beef stew or any meal that you would like to have some savory biscuits with. For some reason I did not get around to making these biscuits when we made the beef stew. So this is a vegan channel, y'all. When I say beef, I mean portobello mushroom stew. Y'all know that. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I didn't get to make these biscuits and we've already eaten all the stew. So I'm just making them because I do have time today. Last week was obviously a lot busier week. And I think these would be awesome with a little bit of margarine for breakfast, or you could have them with brunch. You could have them with any sort of soup or stew. And I'm just making them to have around. We're having risotto for dinner tonight. I don't think they'd go good with risotto. But that breakfast idea, I might be having myself some, might break my fast a little bit early to have me some chive biscuits. But anyways, this recipe is super, super simple. This is one of my modified recipes from the 90s cookbook where I took out all of the dairy. I think they had buttermilk, butter, yogurt. We're gonna use non-dairy milk, which I curdled a little bit. We're gonna use some non-dairy yogurt, which I just use my homemade soy yogurt. I will put a link to yogurt making videos at the end of this video if y'all want to check out how I make beautiful non-dairy yogurt, unsweetened, no flavor, no sweetening, just tangy, wonderful homemade yogurt. I will make sure you get the videos for my yogurt making. Chop up some fresh chives. I actually had to buy chives, which I hardly ever do in Memphis. Kind of a strange phenomenon in our neighborhood. I don't know if it's Memphis, if it's down south, if it's Memphis, our particular area, but we have chives that grow wild all around our neighborhood. Every time I do video, friends, my oven loves to beep. We are at our hot biscuit baking temperature, 450 degrees. So I was saying we have chives and onions that grow wild all around our neighborhood. So and rosemary. We have big bushes of rosemary. So this girl is a bit of a forager, and normally I just know which kind of wild yards that the chives grow in, and I go snip some chives. I do the same thing for rosemary. I never buy it. It's in the neighborhood. I see it when I go for a walk with my dog. But I think chives are spring and fall. And we do have a bit of the onions. I checked the top of the wild onions in our neighborhood. I thought they were a little too fibrous for biscuits, so I actually bought chives. Okay, I have rattled on for 3 minutes, half of which was talking about chives growing wild in our neighborhood. I bought some chives for this recipe. I'll show you where it's at, and we're gonna get some biscuits in the oven and cook them up this afternoon to snack on with whatever we need this week. Today's Monday, so yeah, whatever I create this week, we're gonna throw chive biscuits on the side. I'll show you what I'm up to, friends. So this is it. In my bowl, I've got my flour, my baking powder, baking soda, salt, and we're gonna put the chives straight in with the flour, get them all into that flour mixture. Then here is my curdled milk. I used soy milk. I used unsweetened soy milk and curdled it up with some lemon juice. We're gonna put that in there. And this is my homemade yogurt. And yeah, we're gonna mix the wet in with that, drop it right on this tray, get it into a super hot oven, and they cook up in 12 minutes. I'll show you how they turn out, friends. There we have it, friends. A whole tray of 8 nicely browned chive biscuits, fresh out of the oven in 12 minutes. I'm gonna turn the camera around and do a taste test straight off this tray for y'all. Letting my biscuit cool for just a second. And just letting you know that biscuits are super easy to make. I mean, the key thing for biscuits is high temperature and tons of baking powder. And that makes them puff up and cook super quick. I can't talk today. And bake super quickly. So yeah, biscuits, I mean, anytime you need a little extra starch added to your dinner, honestly, you can mix them together in the time it takes to preheat your oven, and they take 12 minutes, and you have them fresh out of the oven. I'm gonna be having mine with vegan margarine for breakfast or a snack. Today, I'm gonna shove one right in my mouth before I go and take the dog for a walk. I mean, I don't know what it is lately. I have been so hungry. I think maybe, I know, my arms are still floppy. I think maybe I'm actually putting on muscle from the strength training that I'm doing, because I'm now, how many weeks? 6, 7, 8, about 8 weeks into strength training. I think I'm really building muscle because I've been getting so hungry lately, and I have been eating like a lunatic, and I was lazy all weekend, and I got on the scale again this morning. I weigh the same. It was 100 or 131, 133, right in there. And I am eating like crazy. Like, I had lunch at a restaurant today. I want to support our local vegan restaurant, Imagine Vegan, that reopened. And they serve vegan junk food. It's not healthy. It's all vegan, but it's not healthy. So I had vegan junk food with dessert for lunch. I'm going to have a biscuit, and I'm going to have dinner. Between the fasting and the strength training, I have found the formula that keeps me slim and feeling good. So just wanted to, I don't know how that came about in the biscuit recipe. Probably because I'm having a biscuit for a snack right before dinner. And I feel no guilt about it. Okay, I am going to butter up this biscuit and tell you how it tastes. I don't know if you can tell, but that was still steaming. Earth Balance on a chive biscuit. The chopped fresh chives smell so good. And this would be great with that stew. Be great with the pinto bean chili. Future recipes that I'll give you as well. All the recipe information for my chive biscuits will be down below, recipe written for you. Warm, out of the oven, starchy chive biscuit goodness. These are good, y'all. Oh, and by the way, the recipe is oil-free. When I took all the dairy stuff out of it and reformulated it, I don't usually cook with much oil or vegan butter or anything, as you see me eating vegan butter. So the recipe as written is whole food, plant-based, no oil, Dr. McDougall approved. So I'll be adding it to the McDougall playlist as well. And if you didn't slather it in Earth Balance vegan butter, you have a healthy, whole grain, no oil recipe. Enjoy your biscuits, friends. I'll see you soon. Still eating my biscuit. And I forgot to mention, if you like my recipes, if you like my cooking videos, wellness, health topics, feel free to give a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below, and I really do appreciate all of my subscribers, and I appreciate those of you who enjoy cooking along with me. Bye, friends.